VPFI! Whoa! Yeah, Emily, they are here because they want to know the translation of these words and also because they want to listen to our open conversation about these words, okay?
Okay.
So let's get started through the verbs. The verb to reply. What does it mean to reply?
Well, if somebody asks you a question and you give them the answer.
Okay. It can be also used in a virtual system, like I need to reply this email, right?
Yes.
Okay. Portuguese teachers, they tend to poop rules. Yeah, all the time they create, you needed to use this in here and this and that. It just exists in our minds, all right? And then I taught my students that reply, it's virtual, and answer is physical. And there's no this, man, I'm such a terrible guy, It happened, almost 10 years ago, so I stopped giving this fucking unreasonable explanation, okay?
Okay.
It's like they are synonyms to answer and to reply.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are.
I believe that to reply, it's a little more refined, I don't know, somehow.
Yeah, a little bit. But reply is actually, I think, more written. It's written more commonly than it's spoken.
Okay. The nice thing is that you can answer the door, but you want to reply the door, yeah?
Correct.
All right, just to be sure, okay? So if you write there, reply, it's like responder. Just this, okay? And to convince. So what is to convince somebody?
When they're not sure, and then you tell them facts or reasons why they should believe what you're saying.
I see.
Just like the little cartoon.
Oh yeah, this cartoon is really funny indeed. I want to go to a party. I want to go to a rock concert with you.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure that I will have a hard time convincing Rafaela to allow me to.
I told you. Subliminal messaging.
I'm going to use this, okay? I'm going to use it. Okay, so to convince in Portuguese, do you know what is to convince in Portuguese?
Convencer.
Convencer. Perfect job, girl. And what is to prove?
Provar.
Provar. When you need to show with facts, with everything you have, that something is true, yeah?
Yeah, evidence.
If you're saying this about me, you are gonna prove in the court.
Yes.
Yes.
Prove it in the court of law.
Yeah. Pretty good. So, provar. Easy, right?
It's only provar.
Okay, just this.
Like evidence.
No noun, so. It's not a noun.
No.
Because when I tell my students that water, for example, can become a verb, they get crazy, They get when I tell them, hey, did you know that milk can be a verb? And they say, what? Book can be a verb, and then oh my god, they almost cancel the course, It's just like that. Well, let's gonna go down to the vocab part. What is handwriting?
Handwriting is the way that you write with a pencil.
Okay. That's why it's hand.
Yes.
Yeah, handwriting. And do you know how to translate this into Portuguese language?
I don't remember.
You don't? The term is caligrafia.
Oh.
It's
then
like...
I didn't know it.
Yeah, we tend also to say here in Brazil letra. For example,
Letra,
sua letra é bonita.
Yeah.
But then you can get a big confusion. Because letra A é uma letra. E a sua letra A está com a letra feia. You see? It can be a confusion.
And then there's lyrics too.
Lyric, like letra de música, yeah? So it's better to translate that as caligrafia.
In English, calligraphy is something else.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
It's a specific way of writing, but it's not handwriting.
Okay.
It's like it's the very loopy letters.
Okay, it's like
People use for invitations.
like a charming way of writing.
Yeah, but it has very specific rules.
Wow, okay.
Like, have you ever seen a birthday cake and it's written like...
Yes. I see.
Yeah, that's calligraphy.
Wow. I see. In Portuguese, it's easier. Yeah, I think it is. And what is personality?
It's the personalidade, the way that you are.
Yeah. Like, I'm a pretty easygoing person. You are tough.
I I'm tough?
I don't think so. I'm just using personality traits to give some examples in here, okay? And then what is profile?
Profile.
Yeah.
It can mean several things.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Bring it, because I always explain to my students one thing.
What do you explain?
Have you ever used the Orkut?
Oh, I've heard of it, but I never had an account.
It was a social media in the past, and then everybody had a profile in Orkut.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was translated as perfil, like your personal information inside a place.
Yeah, it's like Facebook.
Yeah, like a Facebook. And the analysis.
Analysis
Yeah.
is looking at something critically.
As a scientist, you do this all the time.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, and tell me, this is singular, yeah?
Yes.
The plural is pretty weird, isn't it?
Analyses.
Yeah.
It's
It-
just with an E instead of an I.
In the last here, like SIS, in the plural it go SES.
Correct.
Oh my gosh. And the pronunciation?
Analyses.
Analysis? Analyses.
Yes.
Just this.
It's almost like a Z sound.
I remember this for stimuli and the stimulus.
Stimulus.
The stimulus is the singular
Uh-huh.
and the stimuli is the plural.
Yes.
Fuck it! It's not possible, man. Come
What
on.
about octopus?
Octopussy? Okay, no, it's not. Okay, octopus is the singular.
Yeah.
There's no plural. Octopuses.
No.
Octopussy. Oh man, I don't know.
Octopi.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Pie as in pie, like a apple pie?
That's
Oh
what
no.
I heard. Octopi.
P-I-E?
I think it's just I.
Just I.
P-I.
Oh no. No. Guys, have a great one. I'm gonna go. Oh man,
I
really?
give up.
Crap. We should record a class just talking about the irregular plural. Maybe your next class you can bring it to Zoom class. It's gonna be a funny one,
Okay.
you know? Well, and what is trait?
A trait is a specific part of your personality. I would say, like, if you are a hard worker, that's a personality trait.
Well, in Portuguese, do you know how we would put it in a word?
No.
It's easy, but it can be a little confusing too. Traço. And for example, just to clarify here, traço can be rabiscos em uma lousa. Faça traços, you know? So, traço de personalidade. It's the way that you behave that defines your personality trait, you know? And there is a sexual connotation too.
Oh.
There is the verb traçar. I think it's so cringe, so old, fucking old. Like, mano, tracei a mina. Like, you know, yeah, like that. I don't think people, or at least young adults, use this nowadays. But traçar was something.
It's like a verb as well.
Yeah, but it has like, nós precisamos traçar novas metas. We need to create new goals, for example.
Okay.
You see? Yeah, Portuguese is difficult too, right?
Oh, so complicated.
Yeah, it is. And what is temper?
Like, if we say somebody has a temper, it means that they get angry very easily.
Okay, all
But
right.
you can also say that someone is even-tempered, and it means, like, they don't get angry very easily.
I see.
So it's used kind of, like, in conflicting ways sometimes.
Yeah, in Portuguese it's pretty way easier to explain because temper in Portuguese is temperamento. Oh my gosh, I spoke like an American now. Say temperamento.
Temperamento.
I said temperamento. Oh my god, I'm becoming an American. And what is taste?
In this context, like
Yeah.
talking about personality and everything, it's things that you like.
Okay, all right. It can be connected to food, to personal taste, to everything, yeah?
Yeah, actually the sabor of something,
I
or
see. Gosto.
yeah.
Yeah, sabor and gosto, I think they are the best translations in this context that we are here.
Yeah.
No, it's not my musical taste. Like, I
Right.
don't like this kind of music, yeah?
Or she has good taste in clothing.
Pretty good job. Pretty good job. And what is introverted? It's a word that Brazilians tend to have lots of difficulty to pronounce.
Introverted.
Yeah, it's because we never know what to say in a, wow, like in the stressed part of it. Introverted.
Introverted.
You see? I'm telling you. Introverted. Introverted.
The stress is on the
Introverted.
Introverted.
Introverted. Introverted. Introverted. It's a
Introverted,
person.
extroverted.
How do you explain introverted and extroverted?
Introverted is a personality trait that you tend to be inside your thoughts and feelings more often, and more sensitive to outside stimuli.
I see. Like you are sometimes more silent.
Can be, yeah.
Yeah. I see that introverted. No. Introverted people, they tend not to laugh a lot.
Really?
Yeah, most part of the introverted students that I have, they don't laugh a lot.
Is it are you confusing it with shy though?
No, I'm not sure.
Because I'm introverted, but I also laugh a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I really don't know, but when I see somebody who is so quiet in their place, I already categorize them in an introverted box, you know?
Like I would say that you're extroverted.
Yeah.
Because you just kind of like project all of your impressions and feelings like outward.
Yeah.
But introverts tend to like keep those things.
They don't show that easily.
No, maybe not.
Okay. But in Portuguese, do you know these words?
I don't know these
They are
ones in
so simple. Introvertido, extrovertido. You know, these ones are pretty easy to remember. And in Portuguese, they are way easier to pronounce too. Can you pronounce that in Portuguese?
Introvertido.
And extrovertido.
Extrovertido.
No, they are easier to pronounce than in English.
You think so?
Oh, of course. I always feel insecure to pronounce them. Introverted, extroverted.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'll try to have this in mind. And what is an easygoing person?
Someone who's easy to get along with, who doesn't get too excited, who's calm and relaxed.
Not me. I always describe myself as an easygoing person because I thought an easygoing person. Oh, but I'm not calm.
Okay, but you're not like easygoing is like you kind of go with the flow.
Oh, okay. So I'm easygoing. I'm easygoing again. Okay. Like in Portuguese, there's a good way to describe this person. It's like uma pessoa de boa.
Yeah,
you know, like de boa.
Chill and
yeah. You see, something and emotional.
Emotional. It's funny when people describe themselves as emotional or someone is described as emotional because
Why?
Well, because everybody is emotional. Everybody has the same emotions. It's just some people show them and some people don't.
So maybe it's weird because you were expecting to hear emotive.
No.
Or no?
No, I mean
No.
it's common to describe people that way, like as a personality trait.
Okay.
Oh, they are emotional. But everybody is emotional. It's just some people are more open about it.
You know what? When I hear the word emotional, it's because it's connected to cry. I don't know if it's a Brazilian thing in my mind,
no,
but people who are emotional, they tend to cry easier.
Yeah.
You know? Like, have you ever seen me cry?
No.
You won't see. Because I don't remember the last time I cried in my life.
Seriously?
Man, it's more than 13 years. Because way more. I was married 13 years ago. I didn't cry. My baby was born. I didn't cry. Man, I don't cry.
I cry almost
I don't know
every
if
day.
I have tears here.
Really?
But why do you cry so much? You are emotional,
I'm
right?
emotional.
Oh, man, you're emotional. Okay.
I cry over everything. Like if I'm frustrated, if I'm sad, if I'm really happy, if like I watch something that is, you know, like a bird taking care of baby cats, you know. Everything.
Okay, all right. I think it's good to be emotional. Sometimes I feel like a monster, you know, because
Like a psychopath?
yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that normal people would cry about those things.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to show it to be emotional. Like, you feel things, right?
I do feel.
Okay.
I just don't cry.
Yeah, then it's fine.
Huh.
You're not a
Yeah.
psychopath.
Thank you. But we'll never know. Like, okay, what is a picky person?
Picky is where you like specific things and usually indicates that there's a lot of things you don't like.
Okay,
Like a picky eater.
Yeah, we have this in Portuguese like a detalhista, a person who likes everything in the minimum details. Like if there's something wrong about this, oh no, you can redo all this thing.
Is it like seletiva também?
I think it would be because pick comes from it, yeah? The verb to pick.
Selective.
Yeah, like selecionar, to pick.
Yeah, so I think we use those two words interchangeably, picky and selective.
Okay, cool.
Selective is a more proper term. Picky
I
is
see. Yeah, picky sounds something negative to me. When I say that the person is picky, it's not a good way of talking about them.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I can't stand you. You're so picky, you know?
Yeah.
And did you know that in Goiás there is a little fruit that they tend to cook in the middle of the rice? The name is piqui.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, have you ever eaten that?
No.
It's delicious.
I heard there's spikes on the inside.
Yeah, remove the spikes and it's still delicious, okay?
My friend was telling me a funny story yesterday, actually. He said that the first time he visited his wife's family, they had those fruits. And they were like, oh yeah, and he had never tried it before. And they're like, yeah, you have to try it. And then they're like, oh yeah, you peel it. And then what you're supposed to do is eat the meat part off of
exactly.
But he just like bit into it.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody told him.
Oh my gosh, he fucked his mouth.
Yeah.
Man, crap.
And I was like, why are there spikes on the inside?
Yeah, it's crazy. The flavor is delicious. The taste is delicious. But, you know, it's not an easy fruit to eat.
You have to work for it.
You do. Wow, what is mad?
Mad can be angry.
Mm-hmm.
It can be kind of crazy.
Okay.
Like if you say, "Oh, I'm mad about chocolate."
Okay.
Something.
All right.
It's like you're crazy for chocolate.
I tend to tell my students that, like, when they ask me, like, but it's the same translation as crazy. I tend to see crazy as more like a delusional person, you know? And the mad as furious because of something, maybe.
Yeah.
You see? It's a good way to explain that. Okay, thank you. And what is outgoing?
Outgoing is similar to extroverted.
Okay.
It's just where you have an easy time interacting with other people.
We can use that as a synonym for a sociable person.
Sociable, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because it's the way I tend to explain to you. Thank you. And I said, no, sociable, no, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my life, you know?
Social.
Yeah, sociable. Like a person who is good with social events and stuff.
I think we would
you
say
know?
social, though.
Then sociable.
Yeah, they're very social.
Oh, but sociable would be the adverb.
Yeah.
Holy
But
crap.
I think we use them interchangeably.
I'm so sociable. But I saw sociable being used as an adjective too, so I think it won't be a trouble.
English is complicated.
Yeah, complicated and beautiful, you know? And what is image?
Image.
Yeah.
How people perceive you.
Okay. My image shows that I am an easygoing person, for example.
Yeah, or I've constructed this image of being, the boss.
I see. Not my case you were talking about, yeah, because I'm...
Aren't you?
But the boss, come on. Who treats me like the boss in here? Baby calls me, oh, amanteigado, oh, balofo, you know, so I think this is not the perfect boss image that somebody would have, you know? Yeah. And graffiti.
Graffiti?
Yeah.
Why is this in there?
I'm not sure too, you know.
Graffiti is an art form.
Okay.
but with written on the outside walls of something.
You've been to São Paulo, yeah?
Yeah.
You know that São Paulo is famous for their graffiti.
Yeah.
And there are some big ones, huge ones in there, yeah?
So many talented graffiti artists.
So true, so true. It's like the perfect place for exhibition of their jobs and
They're
stuff.
kind of like rebel artists, so aren't they? Because you're not actually supposed to do that.
It's true, it's true. Wow. Now we're going to be talking about the expressions to end this episode because we've been talking here for almost 30 minutes. This is going to be homework because if we put this in the middle of the class, oh, maybe we can check it with John Gab, how it's going to be. Hey, John Gab, hi.
Yay!
John Gab is the first one. Well, to stand for. What does that mean, do you know?
To stand for something means you believe in it and you express your support for it.
And if I tell you that in this lesson, this is not the meaning that I want to use with my students.
What do
It's
you
like
use?
I ask you like, hey Emily, do you know what VPFI stand for?
Oh, okay. Like the meaning of something.
Yeah, and that's a thing that I would like to ask you. It's the meaning of something or the meaning of acronym? Because all the times that I see these stand for, it comes with siglas.
Yeah.
Like VPFI, USA, UK.
In general, yes, I think it can be for that. I'm trying to think of any other uses.
I see another use.
What?
I don't know what the symbols stand for.
Yeah, symbols.
It
Can be
like it
symbols
can be
as
more
well.
connected with things that you, I don't know, must decide somehow, you know?
Yeah.
Let's stay with that.
Okay.
Okay. But basically we translate that as significar. Okay. And self-esteem.
Self-esteem, how you feel about yourself.
I have a pretty good self-esteem. Although I don't want people checking me naked. You see? It's good. And whenever I see this, I remember The Offspring. Self-esteem,
What?
the
Oh,
song.
yeah.
You know? There's a song. And block letter.
Black letter is what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, we are looking at the block letters. In Portuguese, do you know how to call it? How to say the name of it?
No.
Letra de forma.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense.
And then we have cursive letter.
Cursive letter.
What is
Which
cur-
is easy. Cursive.
Yeah, like
Letra
letra
cursiva.
cursiva. Easy. And capital letter.
Capital letter is the uppercase.
Uppercase like letra maiúscula.
Uh-huh.
And the lowercase,
The little one.
the little one, letra minúscula. So what?
So what?
Huh. We use, there's a country couple here in Brazil. The name is Guilherme Santiago.
Okay.
Two guys, okay? Guilherme and Santiago.
Okay.
And they have a song that called So What?
So what?
Like,
E daí, se eu quiser farriar, toma todas no açaí pra namorar, o que é que tem?
you know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so good.
Sure.
So good. Well, Emily, we exploded in time here, you
Yeah.
know? We were supposed to record the repetition, the open talk, and the grammar. But the
Oh.
grammar is gonna be happening just next week.
Just next week.
Because we are going to have class right now. But man, I don't know how you take this 30 minutes of your life listening to us talking about these words. I think it's so valuable for your English, you know? Yeah, I mean, you are going to get new information about the words. If I were here all by myself, I would just teach you, hey, to reply, responder. To convince, convencer. Not as boring as I'm pretending to be right now. But without Emily, this bright class that you just consumed here, oh man, it would be really, okay. It wouldn't have the same taste,
Yeah.
you know?
Dynamic classes are always more fun.
Exactly it is. Exactly it is. So we are gonna go because we need to teach. I have classes, Emily has classes, and then we must go. But we say goodbye. Have a great one. And then the next time that you access the platform, you are gonna see down here the grammar section. We are going to teach about the conditional clauses. Okay? Bye bye.